It's going to be a great laning stage for Palos and CTM for sure, but what happens beyond that? That's my concern. Probably one of the best creeps that you can honestly get super early on into the laning stage. You know, it's a small creep that gets given a whole bunch of extra HP, and you're able to put a ton of harass in onto the tower. The Raw being used onto In Your Dream, good use of the Cold Embrace to be able to save him from the majority of the damage coming out, and they might even look to turn it around onto Yopaj as the GP comes in from Jokam, but just not feeling too confident to be able to continue the aggression on In Your Dream.
Especially with CTM nearby. I've got the Hawk vision as well, so they see there's no extra reinforcements. In Your Dream's actually still sticking in the tree line. Yopaj, I got another Hawk to scout him out. But quick fingers with the rage into the TP, so the lifesteal will make it away in regards to Polosun. He does not have that same capability as Boom will pick up a kill on the Wyvern and look to transition this for the tower.
Right, well, bot side, yeah, the tower looking to get transitioned into. CTM taking a few of those tower hits, just wanting to make sure that the creep wave survives for as long as possible. And that ends up costing him his life with Alacrity. Hit the backstab. You're going to be able to get FBZ slowed down here. So, well, I was about to say an easy light strike array able to land it onto him, but eventually you'll clean up the kill regardless.
I did do something recently.
Oh no. I blame you if it's if it's that issue. But we've got a smoke coming out here, multiple stuns. You've got Jokam who's going to be able to pair it together with Alacrity, not needing the Finger of Death for it though, and they're still going to be able to clean up the Helm of the Dominated creeps.
This could be a way to break it open a little bit now. Palos probably still needing Diffusal.
They also got rid of the Hawk there as well, so it was a really nice preemptive sentry placement there by Polosun.
Ooh. Polo? Hawk did just expire, but he was underneath vision. Arctic Burn's already on cooldown as well, so maybe get the curse off. TPs are coming through. Some of a buyback to rejoin, but Boom, they've heavily committed in their position, and Mizu will just drop the Ravage. There's no way to keep alive the Tinies. Well, CTM tried to put an attempt in. The relocate just not fast enough, but still, they're trying to come in the area as Palos still has the Aegis advantage for another 50 seconds, but they're sticking around at the moment. They've compromised their own position, however. There's still Palos, his left behind lose himself. The IO, it didn't drag him away. Mizu gush up in a couple of seconds. Alacrity so fast as well, but it's going to double back. Even after the Aegis usage, we just saw it didn't matter. The big factor was the Ravage cooldown, which is back up now for Galaxy Racer. We'll see what they can look to do with it. But Alacrity and Jokam, the only two heroes for Galaxy Racer down bottom, and Alacrity's in trouble. Toss up into the air. It'll give them ample time to have the follow-up control thanks to FBZ, and that's a big kill to find considering Alacrity was top of the net worth.
That's true, and it's just like, I've talked a few times now today about the snowball and flow-on effect. He's been a little bit deep here.
Jokam, they'll drop the Ravage. CTM's going to try and charge up the relocate. They need to hold it back with the Hex.
Nice Hex.
Jokam, beautiful timing. Can they still go through him? CTM, nonetheless, has got so much sustain for the Ursa, but it is not enough, so they'll kill him off. Curse will give them time to reset, but Yopaj, all the AoE damage in the backline gets rid of both the supports. They're looking for the escape avenue. Tide infests it up. Boom. Gonna be cautious how long they stick around considering he's back alive on Alacrity. Looking to try and chase down CTM tether up to the northern side. See, just the control is not there with the Ravage on cooldown. Meanwhile, I like this play from Boom. They're gonna smoke instantly as 3. Looking to head to the opposite side of the map considering they always have this relocate factor. Put a blink in from Yopaj. Still Inkswell, toss away. It'll break the soul bind, but he needs to get rid of the silence on the Tide. We'll be able to do so. The Ravage is ready and waiting for Mizu, but he hasn't found an opening just yet. But the rest of the team, they're too far on the back line to be able to utilize the ultimate. In fact, it was still on cooldown, so nonetheless, they just lose the Tide. They're going to lose the rest of the heroes as well, as Polosun has to sacrifice his life. The Cold Embrace will only delay the inevitable. They're in your dreams, speaking on over. Infest giving you some bonus help, but it'll pop out. Recognizing it's just not enough, and Oh, for Boom.
The Hawk is the thing that enabled that team fight. It was placed just to the right of where the sentry ward is inside of Radiant's triangles. So, you know, on the sidelines, like, they can just then group up and look to push on the top side.
Middle tower is under attack.
The one area that Palos might be, I was about to say lacking a little bit, is levels, but that's just compared to the rest of his cores. He's you know, level with In Your Dream, and they've been able to pick off Pulse, and that is one of the best high ground defense tools that you've got.
Yeah, FBZ is going to jump in as well.
Relocate, coming in.
He's got the BKB. Let's see if he's going to have enough time to get it off. Now with the backline, there's the relocate. They'll jump instantly on top of Yokam, so dealing with both of the supports, but they've got to be cautious. You cannot group up for Mizu. He's raiding the rings. They're doing a great job to stop the Blink Dagger. They didn't bring back Palos as well, but still they've got at least 3 heroes behind him.
Where's the vision? I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you want me to put up the vision? Do you want it to get instantly dewatted and feed them more golden experience? Right, go ahead.
There's really some of those games, isn't it? When you're against the tiny, it's like, where do I actually play?
Where can I go?
Where do I play?
What do I do? I think they could just look to sit back a little bit more. Aegis, could be available in 5 seconds, depending on how long the Roche respawn timer is, but...
They need to hold a high ground. They got refresh on Mizu. See if they can play around the area. Look at the jump once again on top of the Winter Wyvern. Pulitzer not bursted down this time, but Palos going to jump in forward as well. With the Infest health, is it going to be enough to be able to get the Winter's Curse off? It is. Now with the Ravage on top of the backline as well, but Mizu, he needs to find a secondary use out of it. The first one's done nothing. As the rest of Boom can now just overwhelm Galaxy Racer. They'll bring down Alacrity. They're looking for In Your Dream next too. A force up from Mizu, looking to reposition the carry, but they might just go through it before the Rage Heap is out. They'll do just that. Yokam to fall. Mizu's next. A nice blink timing, but inside the base they go. They want to look to put 5 in the grave. The buybacks are available. Still haven't seen the second Ravage too, but it is all Boom in this game 1. And they'll get the full set. Dude, this Hawk. They're looking for an Infest bomb, but they're just walking it down mid. They know exactly where they are. Do not go up that higher ground. A long wrap around. But Mizu's showing, like, this needs to be the surprise on the big Ravage here. They'll jump on forward. Hex is out. They'll drop the Ravage. Not actually just yet to the last second. Can they burst him down? The tentacles clip on the eye. Ursa Palos does it get the relocate back to safety. A beautiful curse. They'll catch out the eye. Oh, the Centaur Conqueror! And actually stop this right clicks to finally get the kill, but he's got the buyback redo, and the fray doesn't matter. The net worth lead, it's too high, as Boom will just overwhelm them once again by the triangle. The voice lines are out. It looks like the game is in the bag.
The reason that you haven't been able to kill anyone is because they've just had complete vision advantage over you. You know, any kind of movements that you've tried to make has been instantly counted out.
You got the
it feels like you need literally the perfect Winter's Curse. Combo that together with the Ravage. Like, they're going to do their best on Galaxy Racer. Oh,
and
no,
they'll cut that away. A nice timing in the Infest. Palos. A heavy commitment. Roars out as well. Gotta be cautious how deep you go. You don't want to compromise your own positioning. The curse locking too, but the Ursa just doesn't have enough damage. The timing from Alacrity a little bit too early as well with the Laguna Blade, and Yopaj is pushing them further and further back inside the base.
Yopaj
on last
standing
attempt
there like a statue in the trees. Ominous.
Mizu's gonna pop. And now they can just consistently stop the blink. And In Your Dream just can't man fight. Yopaj jumping instantly, just 2 right clicks. Half of the health from Mizu gone. Full set of barracks. He'll jump in Ravage. It only controls the tiny. And you still got CTM waiting the wings. Out to safety he goes. Without double Ravage, feels like the hopes are gone for Galaxy Racer.
Yeah, against Mega Creeps, it's too much. Like, no, I'm not even gonna, humor it. Nah.
Again,
especially not now.
This is all the Rockman show. You don't have the Tidehunter for the Ravage effect. And Palos has still got the Aegis as well. He's only down to half health, even after Laguna. They'll push back In Your Dream. It's a beautiful curse, but the damage from the Ursa, it doesn't even seem to just be enough. Now that Yopaj actually gets involved, I'll kill off the eye, but it's a 4-on-4. Make it a 3-on-4. They're just trapped inside their base. The throne's exposed. The G's are dropped them for Boom. An incredibly convincing Game 1 performance.
No cheating. 27 kills for Boom. 18-1 he was. Crazy crazy amount of involvement coming through there from Yopaj.
I'm favoring Boom pretty heavily. I am struggling to see how they're going to go late game up against this. This is such a good Phantom Lancer game.
It was, I remember talking to KP about it, and he was like, wait, what, really?
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, that's vaguely familiar. We see this lane's going pretty... Oh, I mean, if Mizu gets another bash, that's first blood. Oh, Mizu. We've seen him on the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, and it always seemed like he was just a little bit too oriented towards the rest of his team, whereas Mizu, he realizes, look, I might be playing the Spirit Breaker hero, but I'm still a core. I need to make sure that I'm maximizing my farm.
Oh, wait, there's a man fight going mid at the moment. Yopaj. He might turn back. He's got abilities back up. Waning Rift Orb isn't enough. Plays around. But the cost regen and Alacrity will find it. Oh, that's a big kill.
Yeah, Salve coming out to himself as well. Not just the raindrops, which should be enough to keep him healthy. Top side as well, FBZ. We're going to make a bit of a move forward.
You know, Dream's going to be cautious too. Maybe
I don't know,
FBZ the one's in trouble.
doing a lot of work. Hello?
Oh, he went back. Oh, wait, Tiny gets away? They need one more right click. They won't get it. Now Pango dying again down bottom, this side by the outpost.
So he's going to be relying on as much on the rest of the team to start the plays to happen and then charge through to the back of the team fight to make sure that he's dealing with all of these PL illusions.
Oh, global signs dropped. First of the game, Mizu collapsing on Yopaj underneath the tier 1 tower. And this is a bit more of an impactful kill that they can find as well. Alacrity, Yocam connecting together. I believe this was underneath the observer ward, so if CTM needs to, he can just relocate them out to safety. It, of course, cost him his life in the long term. He hasn't done it just yet. They'll break the tether. It's not even a relocate palace out.
All right. Another good rotation coming through from the Spirit Breaker, and yep, now he's going into the Shadow Blade again. So we'll see if FBZ, with that freshly picked up Blink Dagger, I mean, he's not really joined by anyone else.
You can't kill Alacrity, I don't think.
And even with the illusion, they're going to spot that they're standing behind here. They're going to attempt it.
Okay, the relocate, Alacrity, tornado out. Does he have the ghost? What a tornado, Yocam, an even better stun. They've got no mana, no escape, and now they're all gonna crumble. As they'll kill off the Tiny, the Pango to join. As soon as they answer the mid-fight, boom, have to evaporate from the area. Both nearby for the bottom river.
Again, root top.
Oh, it just could be the same thing. Mizu's charging on forward on CTM. Smoke instantly popping. There goes the big cow. Who can they start on forward, however, Mizu hasn't got the damage just yet. They'll lay down the global silence, which does counter out the rolling thunder. So counter initiation finally coming through from Yopaj, but the core is going to be broken. Do they have the detection? Alacrity is in a compromised position, but once again, the artillery being rained on the backline will give Alacrity enough time to reposition, and Mizu's back in your dreams, also going to join him, and boom. They just don't have the damage in the tank on Yopaj. He's going to be cautious on himself as well. A tornado to clip. In your dream will not give him an opportunity to make it to the side, as the Spirit Vessel will tick him through and through. Charge once again, Mizu. This time it's a little bit too deep. FBZ finding the jump. Alacrity doesn't have the infused raindrop this time, so he will end up falling, but in your dream still, God Strength going through all the health pool that Boom have. They'll deal with the Phantom Lancer, and now the Ire combined with FBZ, the next on the agenda. There's Galaxy Racer, the trains are not stopping.
I feel like it was some pretty good timing through from Paulson in the end. They're preventing any kind of relocate save, preventing the rolling thunder as well from coming through.
All right, this is a big attempt top. Palace with the diffusal blade, but
just gets the Shadow Blade in time. And now you just need to run all the way back to base, get your mana back, and then come straight back into the team fight.
Oh, no, the miscommunication. The core's now expired mid lane. They're going to look to jump in. Deafening Blast pushing them back. On top of the high ground though, Palos, he still doesn't have the damage on the Phantom Lancer. For one trade at the moment, Tim's is still actually going to opt to charge up the Rolling Thunder. Maybe just giving Boom an opportunity to try and reset their position. But again, the Pingli is finding nothing, and Mizu's back involved. A global silence allowing them to control up Yopaj. Next is FBZ. They are just outclassing Boom. Seems to be nothing they can do in this game. Alacrity's got Midas, and he's had it for quite a while, so his farm is skyrocketing, and more importantly, he levels too. Well, let's
They've
just
even
add it to the ninth
they're even
death.
building into an Aghanim Scepter on Jokem.
Oh, that's... Oh my god, so close. Tim still should go down.
Sorry,
They're gonna
CTM.
TP in. Toss back,
A little bit
Alacrity.
careful, the tether was used.
Compromise his positioning up behind the tower, though. In your dream, just
He's dead.
bringing down FPZ. They'll claim the kill with
Tower is
ease.
under attack.
Mizu TP's back, picks up his Ogre Axe, switches in a Dragon Scale.
I know we're a bit far away from it, but it does still feel like Galaxy Racer are going to have a rough way to siege high ground. Because I think you can coil, toss back, or PL will have Ag Shard by then. Or Yopaj.
Mr. Pook.
He doesn't have a blink to escape. Kind of playing around with the orb into
Nice
the
use of
yours,
the
but
global.
great use of the global silence. Looks like this time they should be able to claim the killer. Will they? FBZ.
Hello, nice
Assistance
toss.
has arrived. Toss to safety. Now, meanwhile, Tim's is controlling Mizu. Even CTM's looking to relocate, but Galaxy Racer, they still have the T1 location, so they can rejoin the fight instantly, but Palace, he needs help, and he needs it now.
Oh, no.
Is CTM enough? It's not. In your dream will cleave through the Phantom Lancer. FBZ, all of a sudden, though, Sunstrike, they get
Oh,
the
got him.
detection. What a placement from Alacrity. There's a tiny sniffed out in the tree line, and it'll end up being a
This is gone
2
for
for
six.
1.
You can't be out here on a Wisp. This is the wrong side of the tracks.
Oh no, CTM. We'll see what he can do. He doesn't have any creeps coming by. Wait, Mizu? Okay.
Of course, as a
Dire's
silencer,
top
you've always
tower
got
is
the
under attack.
threat of going into a refresher orb, but I feel like something like a Lotus isn't even that terrible this game, considering you're going to be up against the puck. So always just to be able to get off the single global silence, even if you're under the waning rift.
Dire are
It's,
scanning.
Another rough fight. EpiC is not going to make it away, right? Okay.
Nah.
Blink was up in a second. I'm like, hang on. I mean, TP was also already pre-used, but I mean, you dragged all 5 heroes down.
Is under attack.
So
Charging
it's...
top though. Rotations are coming.
I think they relocated here. Yeah, they did. So they're back out to safety. It's a different game, though, than bottom. Tim's going to charge up the Rolling Thunder. There were a couple of answers top in regards to the Invoker. If they can chain lock down the Sven, but there's the gobble up still. Snapfire needs to find the location away. They won't get it. Now, In Your Dream, BKB, Global Science laid out as well. But In Your Dream's going to be
Charge is coming,
cautious. Mizu, can he provide enough assistance for the Sven to get out to safety or lock in Yopaj? What a beautiful placement with the Sunstrike as well, preempting the bounce back thanks to the Nether Strike. But still, Mizu, this is a big kill to find considering he's flawless at the moment. 569 gold. Do they have a TP cancel? They do not.
It's not even that big of a deal in my eyes. I mean, it's more of a big deal, to be honest, that they're looking to make this play
Up on
without
lane.
farming up the...
Mizu, they
400.
relocated on top of him. Sven, he tried to TP. I mean, they were smoked as 4, but into
Go
Roshan,
Roche.
I feel like if no one's TPing down bot, the reason why I brought up Roshan is because Boom had just been avoiding Galaxy Racer. There's no way Yopaj
Your
still
punch couldn't
this.
do this, could he?
Roshan has
Like,
fallen to the
Boom have just been avoiding Dire. There is... Boomer brought this back, man. Just the slow-paced rat game. They're getting farm and also trying another pick-off on Mizu. A charge up the Rolling Thunder. Oh, they just missed. However, the initial jump, and now this is given ample time for Galaxy Racer to be able to connect. They need to
Final
get
legs,
out of
though.
dodge. Tim's with this last duration still. Mizu looking to charge on forward In Your Dream, standing hand in hand. Cataclysm drop. Should only get them the kill on the eye, as long as the rest of the cores can make it away. But Tim stalked from Alacrity. Oh, is he gonna find him? Tim's?
perfect
Run
line.
straight into him. He's actually still got the Aghanim shot. I believe the tornado would give him some vision. Alacrity, he's got no abilities to use. Tim's got no mana, however. Aeon Disc
the
pop. You
action.
hate to see the Aeon Disc pop like that, but they'll finally find him. Mizu giving them the vision, but I mean, gee,
You're gonna
hate-
say it. Palos was farming the entire time. Yopaj got away. Oh, that's a very dangerous spot to be on this PL right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 2 obtained. Some objective secured. They finally do get the real charge off onto the real PL.
Oh, Scotty,
If
is
it's
it
got
going to
the
be enough
global.
health? Palos, nice man to dodge. Gets rid of the opportunity for the stun locks there. They're even going to lay down the global silence, so the early use of the Manta won't have a way to get rid of her, but he's actually going to look to send his ground and man fight as the illusion deals with the backline, but In Your Dream, cutting off the retreat. A big kill to finally get, as Palos has been ever slippery throughout this game.
He's gone for more. Yopaj, is he playing around his vision? That Sentry Ward is just going to clip onto him there. Ooh.
Nice face shift.
There's some quick reaction times required.
You want to fight me? Come on, brother.
Well,
Let's brawl it out right now. Still got
Aegis,
BKB. Still
only
got Aegis as well.
25.
Will they even get through the first life? Okay, they will. Mizu found the target of Yopaj in the backline, but FBZ, the toss to safety. Gonna try and get out of dodge here, which they will be successful.
I really want Spirit Breaker to have that BKB picked up as well. I feel like that's going to go a huge way towards their team fight. Just constantly be standing in on the front lines with your solid damage. You've already got the spider legs to be able to play around the high ground.
Coming outside the base, FBDs to jump. They bursted through the silencer, but he's got a buyback if he wants to rejoin the fight. But in your dream, still with the Cataclysm combination. They're unable to bring anyone down. A very good start as they're kiting the Sven through and through. Split up fight at the moment. But Palos hasn't been able to lock on target as well. They've wasted the BKB duration, but now find on top of the backline. They'll lay it through the artillery. But still, they're going to be cautious how long they stick through. In your dream, a jump in forward. Palace is in trouble. The Manta already used, and the Sven will rip apart the Phantom Lancer. Now, meanwhile, the backline, Yopaj is trying to deal with the support. The helper Tims is enough to kill the Snapfire. Down for 70 seconds, but still, you got to be cautious if you feed away too many kills. Boom, they're still sticking by. FBZ looking for the jump. Do they have detection to go through the Spirit Breaker? They do. In your dream, he doesn't have the core strength as well, so maybe they can kite it without the damage and relocate back to safety.
I reckon you got to get out of this.
I don't know if you can
stay on in your dream. They're just going to come back. No God Strength, no Aegis. Regeneration, though.
Yopaj is a bit away from CTM and FBZ. They're actually just going to look to jump the silencer. In your dream, back involved. They can't lock onto a target thanks to the beautiful silence to the northern side. Alacrity has found CTM, but the lockdown's lacking until In Your Dream comes into the fray. They'll get rid of the ball of light, but still Boom continuing to stick around as FBZ, another jump in, toss away, but In Your Dream. Incredibly tanky, been able to coil lock. He's forced to stand his ground in man fight with the back of Alacrity. That's enough. Still with a phase shift, the control is lacking, so they can finally deal with the pesky Sven, but Puck is going to be cautious. Great timing with the Yules. Yopaj is out of this. I think you have to take a fight in the open area. In a close vicinity like Roshan, it could get too clumped up and difficult for PL to kite. What a game too. There's Decider for if Galaxy Racer are knocked down to the lower bracket. I guess we should also highlight for anyone that isn't aware, of course, these boys are still just playing. Oh, we don't have the opportunity. In Your Dream. He's got our Tims. Aeon is popped. He's going to look to try and Rolling Thunder is out to safety. They even lay down the global silence.
Not sure if that was needed.
And stopping the TP from Tims. A heavy commitment, though, to get the kill. He's now going to be able to go for the ultimate. Is it enough? All tornado timing. So Tims, nonetheless, will sacrifice. But the lanes are shoved out. Oh, FBC's underneath an Observer Sentry. Is he going to burst through Polison?
Of course he is.
Blink up in a couple seconds. In Your Dream slowed as well. Oh, just disjoints. Charging on forward though. Mizu, he's too fast for the rest of the team. They've got to be cautious. Palos needs to start stacking up the illusions. In Your Dream without boots is very slow. See how he can get kited Alacrity. BKB pop. They're locked on top of the ball of light. He's got the buyback to reach on the fight. But now with the backline, they're trying to deal with Yokam. Half-life here with the Snapfire. So slippery is Yopaj. They need the initial control and they haven't found it just yet. With the buybacks coming into the fray, it's a heavy commitment here from Boom, but they're looking to try and take this fight and find an avenue back into the second game. So they've already doubled the silence of the Snapfire as well, but In Your Dream, he doesn't want to pop the God Strength. In fact, he doesn't even have the mana to be able to do so. So they'll rip apart the first life and simultaneously up to the northern side. Yopaj, along with FBZ, is targeting Mizu, but now with round 2, In Your Dream, he needs a target. He can't find anyone though. God Strength, BKB committed to. They have the detection. They do. Your Scepter, last second dire. You might have to buy back if you lose him here. I don't think he's got a buyback on the Sven. Mizu coming back to safety. They're on top of the high ground. They're going to drive deep. Tier 2, Tier 3. They don't give a damn. Down for 100 seconds on the deck. Mizu's the next target as well. It's Boom. They found the avenue.
They just slowly die. Alacrity didn't buy back. He had it available. I mean, sure, but all you got to do is wait. You know, they don't have anything outside of this Sven now. Silence, but it feels like you still are lacking the follow-up. He's changed back. He went into the refresher off.
Coil drop. Tims has the follow-up as well. They need every hero they can get. He's got no buyback. So Galaxy Racer will at least make it inside the base. You cannot use Polison. He just bought out for the refresher.
I feel like Boom, they're they're measured enough that they'll be like, you know what, we'll take this, we'll back off, we'll look to play around the top side of the map and look to continue pressuring our advantage. But have a look at that win probability graph. It is
Jesus Christ. Alacrity? Well, they're looking to take the fight. CTM, do have to keep in mind, Boom, they did buy back on both their supports previously. Still catch out the Io. Mizu looking to find more as well. They actually don't commit on CTM. Mizu getting a little bit greedy for the +1. Is it going to cost them? They've got the higher gun. Sven back alive as well. So the Io down is a lot of the stem to jump on the back line as well. No Pankali. 110 seconds on the deck. Split up fights once again. Palace looking to get involved in your dream, getting Kai to the moment, but he's still got the BKB. The initial stun lock's there. Can they control Palace perfectly? A doppel out to safety. He's trying to get on top of Alacrity. They got this stun, but they need to follow up. It's not there. Again, Palace somehow playing through the wings of the fight. They've kited the BKB. They're kiting the Sven as well. They toss away back to safety. Is enough. He's stuck in the air. FPZ. A nice attempt to keep him alive, but in your dream, Estona to 2, another Yellow Scepter, but Mizu consistently locking them through and through, but Palos somehow is out. They're looking to cookie follow-up. In your dream hasn't been able to lock onto a target again. Now Palos is back in and involved. He's trying to lock on top of the Snapfire. Eurocamp just relying on top of the Trista Cloak. There's no way. They even scanned just to make sure that Yopai should follow up. He's a little bit lacking on the mana. Oh, the gobble up. Oh my, oh my.
Oh man, they actually got connected the Stormhammer onto the PL, but
they do have still a set mid. I believe it's ranged. So they won't see if they
I feel like you commit for the range.
In your dream, just completed MKB. As soon as Palos finished the butterfly backline, oof! Bipolar Sun, he's got a buyback. They're even going to toss in your dream, but he doesn't want to commit the BKB too early once again. The savior teammate coming through from FBZ with the toss. There's the buyback. One use of the global silence. They haven't locked onto any of the targets. The Godshot completely wasted the moment. They just can't lock onto Yopai's. The puck's so slippery. They're trying to get involved. Spirit Breaker, can they do anything? They found Yopai's. They'll bring it down. That's a huge target to be able to kill off here, but now still they're on top of Alacrity. Palos hasn't found an angle in. So we're going to try and play the outskirts. We got Mega Creeps as well, but in your dream, the Cleave going to work. The God Strength soon to expire, so the damage is going to be lacking. But boom, they've lost 2. Now they can target onto Palace, but maybe this is a free fight. Not having to worry about the God Strength, but that's meaning in your dream's got to be cautious because Palace has got nothing to fear. Mana gone, soon to be health gone as well from in your dream, unless the assistance comes out fast enough. But they know this is the fight for Boom to take it. Buybacks are lacking, the house are lacking, but the gobble up! I don't know if it's enough. You might just be able to end it. The creeps are inside the base.
You got a glyph, man. There's so many creeps. Oh, it's a little too late.
T4's gone. In your dream once again. He's going to look to try and find the tiny bit. CTM, the Io. It's too much to stay in. The G's are dropped and boom. How do they do it?
Oh, that's why you sign Yopaj to your team, because he enables Palas to get a rampage at the end of the game like that. That was one of the best puck performances I've seen in a long time.